Hey, my friends, this is Xavier with the Thrive Business Institute and the legendary Leadership Academy. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you guys. And hello, Tanisha. Hey, how you doing? How are you? Thank you for chiming in tonight. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you guys. I just wanted to drop in. Let's talk. See if you guys have any convo tonight, any questions, anything that you guys are struggling with or maybe stuck with in your business. This is Sunday night. Hopefully you guys are not too tipsy. Cinco de Mayo. Let's talk, man. Let's talk. You guys know how this goes. What I do is I go live and I answer any and all of your business questions, whatever your business is, whatever you're struggling with in business. I'm here to help you as a thinking partner, as your coach. This is what I do for a living, guys. So I'm an entrepreneur first and foremost, but I do consulting and business coaching, and I help individuals take their businesses to the next level. So I'm excited to always serve you guys, always be here with you, and that's what I'm here for tonight. So just like Tanisha just did, if you want to say hello, just drop it down in the chat box and say hello, or ask your question, whatever question you have about your business. Ignorance is not bliss. It is not. Ignorance is what's going to cause you foreclosure and cause you to fail in your business. So many times we struggle with things in business and we're more concerned that someone is going to judge us for asking a question. Someone's going to judge us for not knowing. And there is no shame in not knowing how to grow your business. There is no shame in not knowing what systems should be in place for marketing, for advertising, for delivery of your product or service, for managing your finances within your business, managing product, your service, customer service. There is no shame in not knowing those things. You didn't go into business for those things. You went into business to share your expertise with the world. And that's what I want to help you do. And so you have business coaches like myself, consultants that come in and assist you. Either we assist you with a specific problem, or we have programs that will help build you or grow you as an entrepreneur. So I'm really excited to talk with you guys tonight. All you have to do to get started with the conversation, of course, is simply put your question in the chat. Okay? So it's really, really simple. If you guys see me looking off screen, all I'm looking for is I'm looking to make sure that no questions have come through the chat. When we do this chat, guys, when we do this live, we broadcast live on a few different platforms, Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube, all at the same time. So we excited to work with you guys, excited to talk to you guys. And if I can assist you with anything, now is the time to ask. I didn't have anything to do. I found myself just kind of diddle-daddling, in the office and working on some other things in my own businesses. And I wanted to come through and check in on you guys, make sure everybody's okay, make sure that your businesses are progressing well, making sure that you guys are doing what it is that you need to do within your business to grow the business to whatever level you want it to be at. And so I'm here to serve you. If you guys do have any questions for me tonight, I will say this until the question comes through. I'll say this. And what's interesting, you guys should have had, or I would be interested to hear if you had a Cinco de Mayo marketing campaign for your business. What did you do with your business to capitalize on this holiday? What did you put in place? And so in the meantime, what I'll do is I'll talk through why this is important, right? And this is what when we talk about marketing plans, this is what I help clients with when we talk about developing a marketing plan for their business. It's not just a Facebook post or, what are you going to do on social media or even print media or digital media for that matter. We talk about how to take your business and make your business relevant during specific times of the year, right? So that's what true marketing is, right? When we talk about, I came on, I don't know, it was probably back in February, and I talked about what are you doing for the spring, right? What are you doing for the spring? What are you doing to really bring your business where it needs to be for the spring? So there it is. All right, so I need help setting up my area to start my YouTube channel. Okay. Let's talk about that a little bit. So first, start. That's the thing. So start. I wouldn't focus a whole lot on. I wouldn't focus a whole lot on what your area looks like right now. I just wouldn't. Because most of the time people they just don't care, right? Now if you're talking about equipment, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? But in the most time, I mean, you know, what you guys see in the background, you know, you see this tree. This is an artificial tree I bought from Goodwill. I think it was like $8. The wall is actually not brick at all. That's just wallpaper. Yeah, I got it off Amazon. I want to say it was $25. I mean, it's wallpaper, and then of course you see this clock. Interesting. This clock, and I'm not going to call myself a dumpster diver, but somebody was moving, and I saw the clock sitting at the garbage can. Now, at the very top of the clock, it was cracked. So I just went in, did I don't know, some JB Weld or something at the very top, and I put a battery in it, and it works just fine. I didn't move it up when the time shifted, but that's just what that is. And then of course you see my big dry erase board there. So I wouldn't, because what'll happen, and this happens in business all the time, perfection causes us not to start, right? The idea or whatever idea of perfection we have. What's really important when you're getting ready, especially to start your YouTube channel, is just the content, right? It's what you want to say. And right now is what before you start getting, hundreds of thousands of subscribers to your YouTube channel, now is the time to get a feel for how you want your shows and content that you deliver, how you want that to flow. You need to think about what it is that you want to talk about on YouTube. And I'll give you an example. If you're going to do a makeup tutorial, right? Just making sure you have your equipment in place, and you can do it. I know you got an iPhone, so yippee! And just like me, I have a Note 8, so I still have my Note 8. But I have the XS Max also. So there you have it. And I do some broadcasting with the XS Max, and I also do a lot with just my camera gear. But if you're going to be stationary, it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be, you don't want to see dirty stuff in the background, right? You don't see dirty walls and stuff like that. Find somewhere simple, have great lighting, right? And just start and really just get started. There's a lot of free information out there for just setting up your area, but I encourage you to start. I encourage you to just start the channel. Make it useful, right? Try to keep a lot of opinion out of it, but start the channel and make it useful. Make it something, make it a channel that people can come to for guidance and direction for whatever it is that you are going to broadcast about, right? So whatever that's going to be, if it's going to be makeup or lashes or whatever the case may be, make it tutorials and things like that always do great. And if you have a mailing list from your customer base already, I would email them, right? I would email your customer base and say, hey, I'm looking at starting a YouTube channel. What kind of content do you think would be relevant, right? What would you guys want to see? And start there. That's what I would do when I would start off with when I would start with a YouTube channel. So. But I hope that helps. Hope that helps, Nisha. So the other idea, guys, or the other mindset that I want you guys to be thinking through this Cinco de Mayo is the way that you continue to market. It's the way that you market to the various times of year. Now, I know we talk a lot about marketing, and business is so much more than marketing and advertising, but I do want to touch on it because today is a holiday, right? So with Cinco de Mayo, you could play on the name, you could play on numbers, right? You could play on some of these things, if nothing else, guys. And here's just some basic marketing on your business pages. You can go in and educate your following on the meaning of Cinco de Mayo, on the history of Cinco de Mayo. You can go in and just say Happy Cinco de Mayo from your business pages. You can send out an email from your to your email list, just saying, hey guys, Happy Cinco de Mayo. Here's a brief article on the history of Cinco de Mayo. If you guys didn't know, if I can ever be of any assistance to you guys, let me know. Blessings, Xavier, boom. And you send that out, and it keeps you fresh in your customer's mind. But what it also does, it brings some familiarity with what's going on currently in their world. So those are things to think about. So that's the beauty of marketing, right? Is that you don't want to just have the same old marketing campaigns all year long, is because it becomes numb to the customer's attention center, right? So when you see something fresh that's flowing with the year, time of year, weather, holidays, things of that nature, you are staying fresh in the customer's mind, right? You could have easily done something, 4 ways to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, ways to be safe on Cinco de Mayo. As I said before, history of Cinco de Mayo. You could have done something that touched around the holiday without selling, right? You're just getting your business, your product, fresh in your customer's mind, right? If you sell jewelry, you could have done something Cinco de Mayo themed. If you sell clothing or shoes, you could have put together your special Cinco de Mayo outfits. Does that make sense? And then you market your Cinco de Mayo special. You could have done a 5% discount, right? The 5th of May. So you could have very easily done a 5% discount for those that, celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I mean, it's simple. But you have to think and keep your marketing and advertising fresh as you go throughout the year if you want your business to stay front of mind for your customer base, okay? So if you guys do have any questions, all you got to do is put it in the chat below. I know it's Sunday night, and you guys are getting ready for the week. I'm excited for you, but I just wanted to, like I said, spend some time with you, see if you guys did have any questions about whatever, right? Like whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm here for you to see if I can help you. All right, see if I can help you, guys. We talked very briefly about marketing and making sure that it's fresh. It's fresh and that it stays fresh, right? You got to keep your marketing where it needs to be. So, guys, I'm gonna hang out for a few more moments to see if you guys have any additional questions. I am here for you. I'm here for you, here to serve you. Here to serve you guys on this Sunday evening. I hope you guys had a phenomenal weekend. I'd love to hear about it. Love to hear about some of the things that you did. I know that there was a lot of people celebrating Cinco de Mayo on Friday. Right? It was a Tres de Mayo. It was weird. So, but with that being said, guys, if you have any questions for me, just put it right there in the chat. I am here for you, and I want to serve you. Of course, as always, if you guys have any questions, if you see anything after this broadcast, you are more than welcome to go right in and leave a comment. Or you can, of course, hit me up on any of the social media outlets right down below. You guys see them. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at AskXavierJ. And I'll be glad, absolutely glad to serve you guys. I'm here for you tonight if you do have any questions about your business. You tell me exactly what you need. Tell me where you're stuck, and I want to help you get through it. I want to help you get to the next level in your business. The best way to do that is to ask questions. Tonight we were talking about marketing a little bit, right? Because everybody talks about marketing and funding. Those are the two questions that I get almost every broadcast. But we talked about how you could have ran specials. And as we do the replay of this broadcast, you'll see some of the things that I suggested that you should have been doing for Cinco de Mayo, right? And we'll talk about, any holiday. I think we'll do that on Tuesday. Make that a special broadcast on Tuesday, is walking you guys through things that you could do for the next major holiday, right? Ways that you can market and get into that. Just because your product or service isn't relevant, right? Let's say, Cinco de Mayo, everybody, it's an excuse for a lot of folks to go out and drink, which is fine. And you sell, you sell some kind of doodad, right? That may not be front of mind, right? It may not be relevant to your particular business or relevant to your product, but you can still take advantage of the holiday season. It doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter what holiday it is. Either you could be educational on your pages or your website or your email list. Educational means I can send out emails to my customer base. I can send out emails to my client list, to my email list, telling them, hey, this is, this weekend's coming up, Cinco de Mayo. You guys be safe. Here are 4 tips to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. You guys can, if you do have a product or service, you can, that relates to the holiday. Of course, you can always throw that in there. Let's say you sold, beer mugs. Of course, that would flow right into Cinco de Mayo. But if you didn't sell a beer mug, if you didn't do anything educational with clients or with your email list, guys, you could have easily done a discount code, right? The 5th of May, right? So you could have easily done a 5% discount code, 10% discount code. You could have did whatever you wanted to. You could have done a time-sensitive sale, right? Where you just slash prices massively. I'll tell you one of the tricks that some of the major retailers do. What they'll do is they will systematically, when they're going to do a huge sale, you'll see a lot of this around New Year's, Black Friday, as well as the day after Christmas. Retailers will systematically bump their prices. They'll bump them 5, 10, 15%. And then on that day, they will go in and do a huge slash, right? They won't even tell you the percentage. Sometimes they'll just tell you the slash, right? This TV that was $100, now you can get it for $80. And we jump on it because we think it's a good deal. In sales, we call that the takeaway sale, right? So Black Friday and the day after Christmas, in sales language, it's called the takeaway sale. It means it's a time-limited sale. It means buy it now or I'm going to take it away. And that's the reason sales work, right? So when you're doing any sort of sale for your business, that's why they work, is because we know that it's time limited. We know that if I don't take advantage of it now, it's going to be taken away. I'll tell you, here recently there is a store in my neighborhood that's shutting down, and it's a little dollar store. It's nothing expensive, and they went in and I waited. I've been going in for about 2 or 3 weeks because I knew they were shutting down and they were beginning to discount prices. And I found some great deals on school supplies, right? Like paper and folders, where they were marking the stuff down like 40%. It was amazing, right? No, was it? No, it was 50%. 50% on school supplies. Man, I went in there and spent literally like $70 on a bunch of school supply crap for the next school year, right? So that's how sales work. Now, of course, you get an El Cheapo like myself, when things were marked down 15, 20%, I wasn't interested. When I saw 50%, to me, that was good enough to smack. So you guys may be a little different. But with that being said, that is why sales work, and that is why your marketing has to change depending on the seasons. It has to change depending on the seasons. And I don't know what the I don't know what the next major holiday is coming up. Yeah, I don't know what the next major holiday coming up is. However, um, this is something that that you guys can begin to focus on and begin to plan and strategize for your next big event. So, with that being said, guys, if you don't have any questions, if you do have questions, go ahead and put it in the chat for me so I can answer those. If you don't have any questions, I will do a. I will do. Let's see. About a right at 5 minute countdown. If I don't get any questions by the end of this timer, then we'll go ahead and end the broadcast. But just want to give you guys an opportunity to ask some questions. It's an opportunity to ask some questions about your business and what you got going on. I'd like to thank Tanisha for her question tonight about setting up a YouTube channel. I believe that we all need them. I believe everyone needs one. For your business. They don't necessarily have to be it doesn't have to be to sell, right? YouTube and social media platforms like YouTube, Periscope, Instagram TV, IGTV are doing some phenomenal work, and they can do a lot for your brand and bring recognition. You just have to find what's going to work for your business, right? And that's how that floats. So, guys, this countdown is on the screen. If I don't get any questions by the end of the countdown, I'll go ahead and end the broadcast. But I want to help you. I want to answer your questions. So if you do have a question about your business, go ahead and put it right down below in the chat. Let's get started. Let me help you with any area of your business that you're stuck. Right? My name's Xavier, and I own a few different companies myself. This company that's presenting is the Thrive Business Institute and the Legendary Leadership Academy. It's where I train not only entrepreneurs, but I train leaders. I train leaders to lead, and I train entrepreneurs to thrive, right? I own a few other businesses that I'm excited about, and we'll sit down and talk about those in length someday. But, that's where we are. So the countdown is counting on down. We got a little under 3 minutes right now. Once again, I'm asking, if you guys do have any questions, go right ahead and put those questions in the chat. If you don't have any, that is fine. Yeah, that is fine. And we can continue to rock on. So just let me know how I can serve you guys. Let me know how I can serve you. I'm here for you. I am here for you guys. Just tell me what you need. Tell me what you need. And I am here for you. Just put your question in the chat if you do have the question. Hello, Miss T. Hello, ma'am. Pray all is well with you. How is business? I know that you are rocking. How are things going for you? Tell me how things are going for you and your business. And for those that don't know, Miss T has a jewelry business that she does extremely well. Where can I get flyers for advertising for a cheap price? There's a few places. There's a few places. So let me show you. First, let me stop this timer. Let me bring up a website that let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring up a website, and I want to walk you through it, kind of let you see some of their prices. All right. So the website is called gotprint.com. And Gotprint is they offer really, really good prices. And I'm sure there's a million other places out there. I'm so sure of it. Okay. But you want postcards, I think is what you were asking for, or flyers, and they do it all. They do it all. Your major difference between your flyer and your postcard, it's normally would just be the thickness of the paper stock. So with gotprint.com, you can you go here, you select 5x7. You can do horizontal or vertical, right? This is 8.5 by 11 as a flyer. Paper, you get to select right here. 100-pound, of course. You pick what you want. Color, full color, both sides, and then quantity. Of course, the more you order, the cheaper it becomes. I'll show you what I mean. 500 is going to run you $52 right here. Versus 1,000, it's going to run you 66. You see how that works? So it's only literally, another, $14 for another 500 of the flyer. So you can change it up however you want. This is, sort of what they would look like. Kind of take a look at that. But this website is, of course, as you can see, it's called gotprint.com, gotprint.com. And listen, there are many places in the area that offer, flyers and things. I tell you, so I love to do business locally. I really do. However, I'll tell you why I do a lot of stuff online. To save money, right? Because in business, our first responsibility is to make a profit. That's our first responsibility in our business. It's not to help out friends and family. It's not to support the Black movement. It's not that. It's to make a profit in the business. I've seen it. I've seen it in some groups. I could get a service online, cheaper, but you're shamed. Because, if you don't buy from, whatever group, or you don't buy from someone in the group, or people accuse you of not being supportive in that community, as if I'm supposed to give away my profits just because, right? And so anyway, I utilize services like this at times where, like I said, you can go in and do some amazing stuff here. And to be honest with you, I don't mind sharing my secrets with you guys and how I do what I do. But what I do a lot of times, like with Gotprint, I have a wholesale account. So just like I'm a printer, so I get print prices. I get wholesale prices. I don't get these prices. This isn't bad retail. $158 is not a bad retail price, but I get wholesale pricing for these guys. So, but that's because in some of the businesses I do a good bit of printing, and when you guys get your incorporations and tax IDs and sales numbers and things like that, it's amazing to me that you guys don't use them for more than whatever it is you're using them for. And I've been doing this for a decade, more, probably almost two. So if I get with my tax ID, my sales number, as well as my, incorporation, dude, I'm going to go and find a furniture manufacturer, furniture distributor that only sells to wholesalers, and I'm going to open up me an account. I have everything I need to open it. Why wouldn't I open it, right? So when I buy things for my home, no, I don't walk into the store. I go to the wholesale outlet. I buy from the people who has it in the store. I buy it from wherever they buy it from. It's just being an entrepreneur, I thought. So, but anyway, godprint.com is you can get some really good stuff there, and they got some. I mean, as you guys can see, they got some really good stuff, and they keep adding. They just keep adding, and of course, you got your Vista prints and places like that. But my pleasure, my absolute pleasure, T, my absolute pleasure. It, but yeah, so they got really good stuff. They got really good stuff. So. If you need anything else, let me know. Let me know. I'm a huge fan of postcards versus flyers because the postcard is going to give me a 4x6 standard horizontal. Like this is just your regular postcard. That's what I do. I enjoy postcards. You can do the 100-pound. Now this stuff right here, I've done this with business cards. So I'll show you under business cards. Not that you guys really care about any of this stuff, but they have a business card, and I bought it one time because they really look cool. They really look cool. But you guys, you should know by now. I've told you guys that nobody really cares about your business cards. Like you care more about it than anybody else. But I tell you what was interesting. So I bought these cards, and you can see the prices here. $250, $500. Look at it. $4 difference. $7 difference for front and back. $4 difference for the front. And you double the card. That's just crazy, man. That is insane. So I'm telling you guys, it pays to buy in bulk unless things are going to change. Now, I have talked to you guys about switching up a little bit in your in marketing, depending on the season, depending on the holiday that's coming up. So if you're going to do a special flyer for, let's say, Cinco de Mayo, then you don't want to get a whole boatload of Cinco de Mayo themed marketing material, but for $4, I would get the $500. You know what I'm saying? I get the 500 postcards, as you guys can see it right here. It's just a $4 difference from $250 to $500. $7 difference right here. I'd spend the $7. You know what I'm saying? And I'd get it. And, it is what it is. So look at this. Look at this right here. That's insane. Look at that. Look at those prices. $5,112 front and back, $126 for 5,000 of these cards. And what these cards are, these are called trifecta. So it's essentially, it feels like 3 business cards, but it's a thick, super thick business card. And what you guys will see right here, this is actually it's a line. It's a centerpiece. It's like a stuffing for your business card. They're really, really nice though. They're really super nice. And of course, front and back. So I bought these, and I remember every time I would give them out to someone, they would take it and try to pull them like, oh, these cards are stuck together. And I'll tell them, no, that's just one card. And they, so anyway, that's way too much info about cards. And then you can see the thickness and all that good stuff. So anyway, godprint.com, really nice place. They ship well, they print well. The stuff looks really, really good. And they do really well. So they got some t-shirts and stuff too, stickers, booklets, brochures, flyers, all that good stuff. So, and for those that are still watching, all right, so the other week I did a walkthrough on EDDM, Every Door Direct Mail. This is where the post office will send it directly to the person's door. They'll put it in the mailbox. You can choose the mail route that the marketing material goes to, right? This kind of stuff right here. Now, you don't need a mailing list. All you literally have to do is pick where the stuff's going. Now, this is what's important about this when I'm showing you on GotPrint, because the post office has specific measurements that the postcard has to be, and they already have it. They already have it here. They already have it in their system. You know what I'm saying? This is already pre-approved. Full color both sides. And so they show these mailboxes because that's where they end up, right? Like the mail person puts this directly into someone's mailbox. Then you go in, you choose your routes. Now this is the exact same thing that you're going to see on the this is the same thing that you would see on their on the USPS website. The exact same thing. I'm just putting in my zip code. And if I wanted to pick a route, right? So let's say I'll pick this route. The average household income on this route that you guys see in orange is $80,000. If I pick this route, I'm going to hit 605 residential houses, 7 businesses. The median age is about 39. And like I said, it's an average of about 3 people in the household on this particular mail route. And that's great. So I'm going to hit continue. And what it's going to do is going to bring it right back over and add it in. Now, what I can do here is, now, that's $371. Now watch this. They are going to ship it, mail it. They're going to mail it, send it to the post office where it needs to go. Once you do the design here, it's done. It's done. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So I can hit and think of it for $371.28. All right, and all I would do, you can upload your files or use the online designer or anything like that. You can do Rush, whatever. Upload front and back. But let me show you guys how to take this and make it make sense, right? From a marketing perspective. Let's say that my average product is $49. Okay, $49 is my average product. And let's see. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you see my calculator. All right. So my average. So I'm going to take my 371.28. For me to break even, if my average product that I'm sending out is $49, right? I only need 7, let's say 8 people to purchase off of this 612 person mailing, right? All I need is 8 people. That's just to break even. If I can close 10%, right? If I can just get 10% of that, 371, that's 37 people. 37 people, my average product is $49. If I can just get the basics, right? If I can just get, 10% of that, that means 90% of the people can throw it in the garbage. But if I can get 10% to purchase, I make $1,800, and all I spent was $371. That's where they say it takes money to make money, right? You got to spend some money to make some money. That's how it works. And if I showed you, if I said, yes, this is how you do A, B, and C. Now, there's a little more that goes into it. So I don't want to make it seem, I don't want to oversimplify it, right? Because when we talk about marketing, you have to do more than just put stuff on a paper and send it. There's a whole science that goes into marketing. There's a whole science into writing your headlines, right? Making sure the headline on the flyer is going to catch the attention. The copy that's on the flyer has to make sense. It has to speak to the need of the customer. Because it's almost psychological. It's a psychological game. I have to make it easy for the customer to do business with me. I have to fix a problem that they're having in their life. I have to be able to fix it. All of this happens with the marketing material. And you have good marketing material. Sometimes it's going to bum. Sometimes it's going to hit a home run. But you at least need to know, right? So anyway, that is how that goes. That's how it goes, guys. I hope that you found some benefit in that. So, all right. Okay, guys. I don't see any more questions, which is cool. It's glad to spend a little bit of time with you guys tonight. Always love doing that. And hey, man, if I can help with anything, definitely let me know. On Tuesday, Business Building Tuesday. Awesome, T. Awesome. Of course, reach out to me. If I can help you with anything, definitely let me know. You guys are going to be getting an email here soon anyway from me. So I do have some questions for my students, and so you guys will be seeing some stuff from me relatively soon. But with that being said, guys, bless you. It's been great serving you guys, great talking to you. And of course, if I can be of any assistance to you guys in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out. Until next time, you guys have a great evening. Take care.